A dramatic battle is forming in Springfield as the nation's longest tenured House Speaker digs in to try and survive a challenge from within his own party.
Speaker Michael Madigan won't back down, and with no sign of a viable challenger emerging, a stalemate is forming.
As our Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell reports from Springfield, Speaker Madigan is the only state lawmaker left who was there the last time that happened.
The history hangs here in the Speaker's corridor, the list of the 59 men who held this office. In fact, a tribute to Madigan's staying power. They stopped filling out his wins years ago. But there is precedent for this grudge match over the gavel that we may be headed for now. In fact, the last time the legislature was nearly derailed over a fight for the Speaker's office, then Representative Madigan was right in the thick of it. House transcripts from 1975 show Chicago Representative Mike Madigan vow to back Clyde Choate for Speaker on the first ballot and the last one, however long it took. But 2 weeks later, and 93 ballots later, Madigan flipped his vote and rose in the ranks.
He went into the leadership right after that marathon battle in 1975, and he may be done as Speaker with the marathon battle this time.
Mike Lawrence was a bureau chief covering Madigan in the State House at the time.
Madigan, through the years, has had a mystique that he can outfox just about anyone in that building.
And he can outweight just about anyone, too. During the budget impasse in 2017, Madigan held firm for more than 2 years while lawmakers went without pay and the state racked up $17 billion in unpaid bills.
What he did during the budget crisis was win a political battle, but he was willing to put the state in peril because of it.
So how far is Madigan willing to go to stay in power this time, and how loyal are his supporters while he's under federal investigation?
Right now, we have 55 members of the Democratic caucus still planning on voting for him and a governor that won't call for him to resign.
Representative Jonathan Carroll is one of 19 House Democrats to defect and declare he won't back Madigan for Speaker next month.
As it stands right now, he's not going to have the vote. So the hope is that we can, as a caucus, identify a candidate who will receive those 60 votes and move forward.
But so far, the lone candidate to challenge Madigan has not built a following big enough to beat him.
We need a candidate, and we need a candidate fairly soon.
Without one, some Democrats are nervous Madigan could point to this state law that says the Speaker stays the Speaker until the House elects a new one.
It would send a horrible message. It would send a message that we're not legislating through democracy. We're legislating through someone trying to be a dictator.
Reporting in Springfield, Mark Maxwell.
State law says Secretary of State Jesse White will preside over the House during the election of the Speaker. White has endorsed Madigan's re-election for Speaker.